Hello class, welcome to Principles of Marketing. My name is Ursula Wiefers and I'm going to be your instructor during this spring semester. So, this small video that I have here for you is just a walk through the class and to make sure that you understand how to handle and what do you need to do when you start this class. Then the rest is just going to come as usual because you're going to be doing this every week. So when you log into My Plymouth, you go to the course section, you're going to click on Principles of Marketing and you're going to be redirected to this Moodle page. When you land here, you will find that the whole class is already laid out, and it's laid out by topics or chapters, and you have here all the work that we're going to be completing during the semester. So the first thing that you need to do is check on the syllabus. When you go onto the syllabus, you click that link, you're going to have again the whole information of the class. Here is my email, my phone number, and my Skype username if at any moment you feel like you need to have a conversation with me. I'm not on campus at all, so if you ever want to talk to me, you gotta use any of these ways to communicate with me. You have the course description, you have all the objectives of the course, and something that I want you to know is that though we're going to learn a lot of theory about principles of marketing, in every discussion what I'm looking for is your ability to apply concepts. I don't need you to memorize what a concept is, but I need you to understand what is it and how do we use it in real life. I always strive for real life examples. I always strive to get you thinking more than just memorizing concepts. So you have to read all the syllabus, and there are things that are a must in the class. For example, you're gonna have to use, this is the book, but this book comes with a resource that it's called Connect Plus, and you need to have the access to Connect Plus. Usually, if you buy a used book, you might not be able to get Connect Plus. So whenever you're getting your book, make sure that you have this Connect Plus access. You could do it directly with McGraw-Hill and get the access. You could do it through the library. They know that for my class, they should give you the book with this access. So make sure that you have this right ahead of time, because as soon as we start the class, you're going to start working on that site. So here is how I break all the assignments and how are you going to be graded. The big section of our class is where we're learning. They are our discussion forums. Every week we're going to learn a new chapter in the book, and every week we're going to have a discussion forum. So what are the requirements? The requirements are very simple. You have to write an original thread, which means answering the question that I post on the discussion forum, and then you need to reply to 2 of your peers. Those are the basics. That's what the minimum things that you are required to do. How do we work this? Your original thread should be posted not later than a Wednesday. So you basically have Monday, Tuesday to go over the material. Wednesday you sit down and you write down your answer to the question that I have posted. If somebody else have already posted some work, and if you are very organized, you might want to go and answer to their replies right there, or you could wait Thursday, Friday, and then go back. You will find that I will answer to every single post that I see on the discussion board. That means that I'm going to read your work and I'm going to provide you feedback. If I feel that there are concepts missing, I'm going to let you know that, and I'm going to post questions to you. Make sure you go back and you answer me a question that I have posted. If I didn't post anything to you and I just congratulate you for your good work, well, then take that and move on to replying to your peers. Now, take into account that the fact that you answer to 2 peers does not mean that you have achieved 100 points for that discussion. I am going to grade you based on the quality of your work, not on the quantity. So it's a good practice to see what I have gave you as a feedback, and go checking your grades, because what I do is, as I go reading each discussion board, I'll start giving you points. If it comes Saturday and you see that you only have 70 points, well, make sure you go back and see, hey, why do I get only these points? Should I go and look for the feedback that I had? Do I have to improve on something? Or maybe I should just better go and read the post of any other friend and work on replying or on giving my opinion on their work, because that is going to help you accumulate more points. Usually your original post it's going to grant you 50 points, and each reply it's supposed to give you 25 and 25. But if I find that your reply is weak, I'm not going to give you 25 points. I might give you 15, 20, or depending. So make sure that you are always on top of this, and that you complete all the work within the week that it's assigned. If the discussion closes on Sunday night and you answer on Monday or Tuesday, you're not going to get more points for that. Again, if your original thread is posted after Wednesday, then you're not going to get any points. You will get feedback, because I'm always going to read your work, but you're not going to get any points. So make sure that you mark your calendar and you always post your original work by Wednesdays. Then every week we are also going to have practices. That means that at the end of each chapter, you're going to go to Connect Plus and you're going to complete a small practice. So if I go back to the class here, right here you have the connection, the Connect registration link, and when you click on it, it's going to take you here. You're going to have to create an account. You're going to have to register here, create an account, and then what you're going to see as soon as you log in there is this. These are all your practices for all the class, including the quizzes that we are going to have during the duration of the class. So everything is worked out here. Once you complete a practice, the grade, it's not going to go directly to Moodle. I will transfer it manually, probably on Monday. So once the class has, once the topic has closed. So that's that. That will give you 50 points throughout the semester. Then we have the class project. The class project, it's going to be divided into 2 parts. And it's right here. Well, excuse me. If I go back here, you are going to see that we have this link where it says assignments, and you have the final project 2 submissions. When you click this link, it's going to bring you to this page. So you should start reading about the final project to understand what is it that you're going to do. Whenever the time comes for the final project, like for the first submission, I'm going to talk to you about this and make sure that you understand everything. But for now, it's a good idea if you start reading all these projects and then you realize what is it that the project is supposed to be about. So you have the dates for this project. You have April 7th for the first submission, and then you have April 28th for the second submission. Let's go back to our syllabus. Then you're going to have 2 quizzes. You're going to have one quiz after when you work chapter 6, and then you're going to have another quiz when we do chapter 12. So that means that you're going to be covering the first quiz covers from chapter 1 to 6, and the second one, it's going to be from 7 to 12. You have the dates of the quiz here. You can complete them during the week, and each quiz is going to give you 100 points. for a total of 100 points in the class. So at the end, your average of both grades, it's going to be what you get for the class. And then you have a final exam that it's already scheduled for May 15, and it's going to be 50 points. It's a cumulative exam. So if you realize, you are supposed to achieve 500 points during the class, and right here are the letter point spreadsheet, so you can see where you are. As you keep going, you will realize that this is the course outline. I'll talk about academic integrity. All the work should be yours. When you use a source, make sure you quote it. And then you have all the links that support students during the class. Having said this, I'm going to move on to our Moodle class. So we basically have reviewed all this. You have this link here that says how to unsubscribe from a forum. So what happens when you are taking an online class? All the participation of all the students, by default, Moodle sends an email to your PSU account. So your PSU account, it's going to be very busy. So to minimize that, if you click here, you are going, and if you follow all these steps, you're going to be able to stop all those email notifications, and you're just going to get mine. There's no way to get rid of mine, so that you always get my messages. Then right here, you have all the course rubrics. That means that those are the rubrics that I use to grade your work. And right here you have the icebreaker, which is the first activity you should complete. And when I click on it, it's just going to tell you to introduce yourself, share your academic major, and a fact about yourself. So in that way, we get to meet each other. You click here, add a new discussion topic, and then just follow the prompts, and you're going to be able to do that. So that's the first thing you need to do. And then right away, jump into topic number 1. Right here, you have the duration. It starts on January 30, and it's going to close on February 5th. Just, it's 1 week. Whatever, the thing that you need to do every week when you start a topic, it's you click this link, topic learning, objectives, and assignment. When you click that link, it's going to give you this, and it's going to tell you what are you supposed to learn this week, and it's going to tell you all the assignments that you have to complete. So if you print this out and then you check off all what you have done, you're going to make sure that you complete all the work. Once you have watched all the videos, you click on discussion 1, you read the questions, and once you have your answer ready, click here and you can post it right there. Please, if you're going to work and write on Word, on a Word document, all your answer, that is totally okay. You can attach the link, but I also require you to copy and paste everything on the text box of that Moodle will provide you, because in that way, when any other student click into your work, they can read it right away instead of having to open a Word document and downloading and reading your work there. So basically, that's all what you need to do to start the class. If you have any question, please do not hesitate to contact me. And I'm looking forward to a successful semester. Always keep the communication open. That's the best way for us to understand what it's expected from you as well as from myself. So good luck, and can't wait to have classes started so we get to know each other. Bye.